So the overview of these steps. Step 1 is to step off the tracks. Step 2 would be to analyze the situation. Step 3 is to find your place or herd. And step 4 would be to make a plan. Now the last 3 steps, as I said, they are an extension of the process and unnecessary for the work we're going to do here today. Before we start the actual steps, however, I would like to explain to you the bully-victim energy model, which is a creation that I had to put in place in order to best describe the bully-victim dynamic. I found all the material that I researched could not actually adequately share the game, if you like, that's played between a bully and a victim. It didn't describe it effectively. So I've come up with the bully-victim energy model to make it easy for people, A, to describe to others and help others, and also to help themselves. There is a worksheet that comes with this, and with the worksheet you can actually tick boxes and it will help you to decipher your own patterning and see where you sit. Most people will understand the difference between an expressive and an impressive energy type. It's fairly easy to identify yourself. It's good to do the chart because you get to have more specifics and can see where there's a crossover. But the basic approach is that an expressive energy type would be somebody who spends a great deal of their time outside of their body, let's put it that way. And an impressive energy type would be somebody who internalizes. Now this is very similar to the introvert-extrovert model, but it is more a description of how people actually relate to each other as opposed to their behavior. So expressive energy types are people who seek out company, who would like stimulation, fairly active, enjoy sports, group sports particularly, quite dynamic, extrovert in personality, and often high energy and passionate, so people that have a great deal of passion. An impressive energy type would be someone who tends to internalize, tends to prefer to be more solitary and seek out more peaceful sports even, or pastimes, tends to be quite creative, spends a lot of time inside themselves and will internalize and tend to not voice their opinion, not be heard. Now what happens is an expressive energy type is an imbalance. If that person is lacking in impressive energy patterning, the expressive energy type will seek out relief by meeting up with an impressive energy type. Now, an impressive energy type will naturally seek out an expressive energy type because all humanity is seeking balance. We're all seeking balance. Just like water, we're looking to find the balance within ourselves. And what will often happen in this situation is that the expressive and impressive energy meet in order to find balance, along the lines of the Jerry Maguire movie with Renee Zellweger, when she says, I think she says it to him, "You complete me." No, he says it to her, "You complete me." That is what they're looking for. They're looking for that sense of wholeness that comes from meeting up with the opposite energy. It is, however, not healthy, because if those two people are seeking balance with each other, then the dependence is on the other person, and that is not going to work long term. The goal is to try and find balance within yourself, and the way you would do that is if you have, for instance, if you're working with a student that comes up under the impressive representational system, you would then be encouraging them to move outside, to be more physical, to become more expressive in their behaviors, to extend themselves in a way that actually draws them out of that introverted internal pattern. And an expressive personality type you would encourage and talk about ways that they can calm themselves, let other people speak perhaps, still themselves more frequently, learn how to be quieter, learn how to interact better in a group that doesn't not always lead the group. There can be many, many different things that you can do depending on the different characteristics of each person. But that would how you would help empower both kinds of personalities, is by helping them understand how to balance themselves as opposed to seeking out another. Now, in the bully-victim dynamic, what will generally happen is an expressive energy type who is in pain will be bumping around looking for somebody to express that pain onto, and they will bump into an impressive energy type who is in pain, and they will form a match. And that is when things go horribly wrong, not only in schools, but in families, between adults, and in all relationships.